Richard James Veron worked at the Coca-Cola factory for 17 years by the age of 59. But when his health began to fail, he was fired even without severance pay. After that, he worked as a truck driver, then worked as a salesman in a convenience store. When his health problems worsened, he was fired from there. The savings were melting away. Most of the money was spent on treatment and rent. He hoped to receive social benefits but was refused. All Richard was able to achieve was food stamps. From month to month, he tried to get a job but without success. No one took a man with 2 torn vertebral discs and desperately limping on his left leg. When his chest swelled and every movement began to cause incredible pain, the man realized that he needed to do something not to die. Veron had no medical insurance, so he decided to take a desperate step which he had calculated in advance. The man sold all the furniture, paid for the rent of the apartment, and wrote the necessary note in advance. Then he took a taxi to get closer to the center of his city of Gastonia. There, Richard asked to stop at the first bank he came across, which turned out to be RBC Bank. Inside, he approached the cashier and handed him a note. It read, "This is a robbery. Please give me only $1."
If you like our content and want to see more, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to receive the latest videos. Now, enjoy the story.
After that, he sat down on a chair and waited for the police to arrive. The man was taken away. Veron calculated that he would be convicted of bank robbery and he would spend at least 3 years in prison. During his time, he'll be able to have surgery on his spine, heal his leg, and find out that he has such a terrible pain in his chest. In North Carolina, prisoners really only pay $5 to $7 for any visits to doctors and solving acute problems. The Federal Bureau of Prisons is very serious about ensuring that prisoners receive any, even the most qualified medical care. With serious problems, they can get into medical centers, even world-class ones, almost for free. At the same time, all medicine is given free of charge. And although in prisons they try to somehow reduce the medical appetites of prisoners, the supervisory authorities very carefully monitor the implementation of prescriptions. In case of unjustified refusal to provide any medical care to a prisoner, the prison may lose funding. Therefore, the situation remains the same. After his arrest, Veron immediately began receiving medical care. The doctors treating him accused the man of breaking the law specifically to be treated for free, but he doesn't deny it. The only problem for Veron now is that since this is his first crime, the court may limit the sentence to 1 year. Then he may not have time to do the operation. But the man is determined and said that in this case he will relapse in order to sit down, already guaranteed for the right number of years. According to the law, Richard will start receiving social benefits from the age of 62. Therefore, if he stays in prison for 3 years, he will heal well and still have a guaranteed benefit. A seemingly meaningless offense can really save not only well-being, but also a person's life. The system of U.S. healthcare organization is built in such a way that the country's leadership should have thought about it for a long time. The wave of crime can overwhelm the country not only because of protests. Many will seek to go to prison in order to simply escape from hunger and get treatment. So while many find Veron's method of solving his healthcare dilemma unique, many who live on the financial margins of society, the homeless, the addicted, and the mentally ill, have for years treated jails and prisons in much the same manner as northern snowbirds treat their Florida condos, a nice warm place to spend the winter. Consider this. Last year, Tucson University Medical Center confirmed that a patient who was refused a liver transplant due to Arizona Governor Jan Brewer's decision to cut the state benefit that would have made the transplant possible had died. Now, would that patient have lived if they were in a federal prison instead of the state of Arizona? Maybe so, maybe not. Indeed, perhaps a donor might not have been located in time. Nonetheless, a serious effort would have been made on the prisoner/patient's behalf, an effort that's increasingly lacking in the free world. Indeed, one man's prison is truly another man's palace. But now that Veron has spilled the beans, all sorts of riffraff will be clamoring to get into the better facilities of service. An old prison joke is an experienced convict telling a new arrival, "See that barbed wire fence over there? It's not there to keep you in. It's there to keep them other folks out."
If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.